For the In the News podcast episodes, we researched this using Content Explorer on the Ahrefs tool. This is a paid tool that we have. What I'll do is I'll enter the word landlord and I'll hit enter. Sometimes if I get too many of these popping up, I'll use these filters. I always use the filter of last week. So publish date goes down to last week. And you see now we're down to 6,100 results. Then I'll go to shares and I'll try 500 to start. If that gives me too large of a list, sometimes I will edit that. 254 is a pretty large list to go through. Why don't we make it 1,000 and see what that does? So that means there's a minimum of 1,000 Facebook shares on these articles. So now we're at 162. Another thing you can do is if you want, you can do it so it's just in the title. So the word landlord has to be in the title. So now this number should be way smaller. Once we refresh everything, let's go to last week. And then why don't we go to shares again and make it shares and 500 and see what we get now. All right, we got 7 results. And then I can look at these, and by playing with the filters, I can see different things. This one seems interesting. A building collapse. Well, never mind. That's outside of the U.S. This one, though, looks interesting. How an NYC landlord is using bankruptcy to remove rent-stabilized units. So that seems interesting, and I can possibly even use the audio from the video inside of the podcast. And always what I'll do is copy the URL and make sure it gets added to the show notes and the template that we use when editing everything.